Okay, so we have a lot of things to do. Okay, let's get started now. Recording English. What do you think? English.
Yep.
Okay, okay.
Oh,
So now I'm not seeing very well, but that's fine because my resolution is 720. Otherwise, the video becomes very big, and I don't have any more free space on the hard drives in my laptop. Okay, that's better. Okay, so
yep.
now let's start with the easy tasks. Now we are going to think about a business logic. Business logic. Let's not call new create new. Let's call it lend or
Okay.
whatever is the proper
I'm
term
going in
now.
the views
Okay,
in lending, create. No, sorry, in index.
exactly.
And now
And create is on top. Create is on top. Scroll. Oh, scroll up. Here we go.
what?
Create line 10.
This one, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's
See the
gonna be
proper term lend. Lend or lending. I don't know what is the proper term.
lend new book,
New book, I don't think is correct.
lend book.
Lend book. Lend a book, probably.
Yeah.
What is the proper English? I don't know. Lend
I
a
think
book.
lend the book is gonna be a proper one.
Okay, say that. Instead of edit down, go down. Instead of edit, we have return here.
Where?
Edit,
Here.
change, edit on line 53. Yeah, exactly. Return book. Return book. Okay.
Okay.
Return a book or book. I don't know.
Shall we try it?
Yeah, of course. Every time. Each time. Make changes, build. Make changes, build. When you make too many changes, it's risky because
Okay. Lend the book,
lend the
return
book. Okay. Let's
working.
fix now the business logic. Lend the book. Click on lend the book. Return book, lend the book. Okay. Now we don't need the return date here. We have to hide it. We can make it hidden. This is one thing to do. Or we can completely comment out return date and let's work on the action. Okay. Let's go to the controller. Let's first do it on the view. Okay. You know which one is it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, stop it, go there.
We used to lending, create,
Okay,
and
comment
search,
out.
comment out, lending date.
No, landing date, return date.
Oh yeah, sorry, my bad.
Okay, comment out.
Compare
Okay,
so wise.
save it,
Yeah.
build it, test it. This is our mantra. Probably is gonna, probably will have problems.
That's it.
Okay, create. Land the book right now. Choose the member, land the book.
Lend the book, lend the book.
Okay, choose the user, choose the landing date. It shouldn't allow you actually to save it, to create without landing date. Check first, check. Okay,
Okay.
uh, yeah,
Yeah.
perfect. Okay, now,
hmm Something else. This one have to be changed too.
yeah, create,
Yeah.
go ahead and do it.
And
Go,
this
behold
is
it.
book ID and member ID should be just member and book.
Yeah, this we can control
Cosmetic
from the
stuff.
member,
Yeah.
cosmetic stuff, but let's do it. I told you the devil is into the details. These details actually
Create.
distinguish the amateur from the professional.
So
Big
here is
landing.
lending. And here is member.
No,
No,
not from here.
no, not
Not from
here.
here. No.
Where is it?
In the
I'm
model.
not
In
that
the
good.
model. In the model. Do it from the model.
But it's in the page. I mean, it should be changed from here, no? From the view.
Hmm. Let me go back to the browser. What you are talking about?
Okay, let me see now. First of all, I make a change here. So lend the book. So this one didn't
Member ID.
change.
Member name
Oh,
should be member.
yeah, member ID and book ID should be just member and book, or member name and book.
Yeah.
Book title, member name. But I don't know why this didn't change.
Yeah,
Maybe I
because
didn't save.
we didn't build it. we didn't build it. Okay, wait a second. Now, look now. Label up for member. Label view member ID. From view back member ID. View back member ID. ISP for member ID. Label member name. Yeah, probably your blending.
Member ID.
This doesn't come from the model. Yeah, you're absolutely right. ISP for member name. Put here member name.
This one, yeah.
Yeah. Or maybe member full name. I don't remember. Did we create it member full name? Didn't we?
Member.
No. Listen, this you mentioned the property from the model. Go back to the model.
Yeah, I know what you
Go
talk about
open the
because
model as well. Everything comes from the model. Go to the member.
yeah, because we implement that full name here. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
uh,
We have a problem here. Yeah. What is the model here? Do you know what? We can. We don't have to use the model here. We don't have to use it probably.
can we change it from like when it's in the view?
Yeah, we can change
Uh,
it here. We can change it here.
yeah, when it's in the view on the create, this is the one, yeah. So book ID. So here he create the. I'm now just suggesting. I don't know HTML, yeah, but you know I'm just suggesting now from our lessons before. So we have like book ID and member ID, and if we change, so this is coming straight from the controller and is creating view with the same name, isn't it? Am I right?
Yes, you're right.
So it's saying context.member.
Yeah, look at it. It's taking actually the books and the members. It's taking the list of all books and all members. Actually, the name which you give here in the view data, it doesn't matter. You can call it George if you like for the book George book or something else. It doesn't matter. It just used in the view to refer to the data which is returned from the controller.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
but can we like overwrite in maybe in views to
in the views,
overwrite?
listen. We have to concentrate on the view right now. We have nothing to do here
Okay.
because go back to the view. Go back to the view. Okay, here we have to think about ISP4 member ID. What is the model? Scroll up. Let's see what is the model for this page.
Landing.
Okay, listen now. What happens is here on line 16, Razor says something like this. It says control label, okay. ISP18 view back. Um, it says label ISP for member ID, and ISP is going to look at into the model, which is landing, and is going to put the title, the property. So we have one way to change it. We either type it manually. So instead of ISP4, we can put directly here, just remove ISP4, just for fun. It's remove it, yeah, remove it totally. Label, okay. Uh, Now,
Maybe we can write now
name, yeah, name, and call it name. Type name, attribute name, HTML attribute name.
uh, uh, inside the label,
Yeah, inside of the label.
like
No,
that,
no, not like that. No, just name.
just like that.
Yeah, equals.
Yeah.
Put here whatever you like.
Member name.
Member name. Okay, so we do it manually. This is
We
one way to do it.
overwrite, not overwrite, but
This is
remove
pure
the.
HTML. We don't allow a Razor to create right now the name. We do it manually.
Okay, that's a good one. So it's empty now.
Click Control U, please. Control U. Control U. Look at the code. Go down and look at the code. I don't see it very well.
So
Okay, find find the form. Find the form.
it's here,
Okay.
but it say member name like we
Okay.
did it,
Okay.
but it's not
Look, plus
showing, isn't
Control
it?
4 book ID. It should be like that. Instead of look how it is done on line 70. I also
Uh,
don't know HTML as you can see very well. I don't remember
Here.
everything. Yeah, we have to do it this way.
Uh,
Do you understand? We have to do it this way. It's not name. It should be. It's a container. Actually, this is a container tag. So we should put it in the line 64
for
5.
book ID, and we just put it that
Yeah,
way.
yeah, yeah. Exactly. Go here.
So we just put it here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
hmm
It was in
Member name and remove the attribute name which we put it. No, it's not in parentheses anymore.
okay.
Yeah,
Member name
single.
and
That's it.
I
That's it. And
do I
remove, yeah,
return?
remove this one. You can put 4, but it's
Should I
fine.
put same as before or
No, no, no.
just remove it
Just remove it.
like that?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
that. Save. Save build and you will get it.
Okay, that's a good way to cheat. To be
Yeah,
honest,
this is cheating. This is cheating
I
right there.
didn't. Yeah.
Okay, you got it. Listen, but we need a single point of truth. And this single point of truth in our application are the models.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go back because we use strict. Okay, this cheating we know how to do. If you want to comment out this line, line 26, so you'll know how you can cheat. And when I'm too tired or when I'm on the hurry, I don't care. I do it like that because
Mm-hmm.
it's quick and dirty way to do it, right?
Okay.
So the proper way to do it is just to go to the model which is used into this view and just explain which is the model landing. Open
Landing.
landing. Okay, look now. Go to the book ID,
Yeah.
member ID, book ID. Okay, so we need attributes or how did you call it? Annotations or okay, member ID. And you have to say here display. Look what you did on line 18. Copy line, no, not 18, line 20. Display name,
I
copy,
got it.
copy
I
this,
got it. Yeah.
put it
I
here.
got it. Oops.
Okay, perfect. Save it. Save it. Go back to the control to the view. Go back to
Uh,
the view and what does it say? Okay, perfect. Save it. Go back to the view. Go back to the view.
can I do that for ID as well, and
Yeah,
then I
of
go
course,
back
of
to
course. Do the same. Do the same. Book name. This is the way to
ID?
do it.
Yeah.
Book title. Perfect. Perfect. Go back to the view.
Views.
Okay, and this cheating actually, yeah, exactly. Okay, save. Save, build, see how it looks. And this is not the biggest problem right now. This is only names. It's not such a big deal. We have a much bigger problems to solve right now.
Yeah.
Do
Okay.
you see?
That's
Perfect, perfect. Okay,
yep.
assign a name, give the title of the book, give a date, and try to save it.
Yeah. Create. Done.
Where it is.
It's on the bottom.
Perfect, 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 perfect. So all we have to do is this. Actually, when the date is 01st, whatever it is, I don't see it, we will
Mm-hmm.
display something. We will display not return, for example, because the value hasn't been assigned, right?
Yep.
Or, or another thing to do it is go to the controller. Actually, yeah, this is the better way to do it. Mm, okay, so now in the index, We are gonna cheat right now. In the index view, where dates are displayed in the index view.
Let me find it.
See, the perfect thing is that it works. By the way, when we lend a book, we don't need this checkbox which is paid. Remember?
Yeah.
So
I'll just
let's
comment
comment
it
out
out.
this as well, and pray to God that it's gonna work.
Okay. Landing,
Create,
create,
create.
form check. This one, yeah.
Yeah. Comment out. Build, try, and see if it works every time when you do such changes. Lending. Try to lend a book. Okay, now it's much simpler. Is it working? Yeah.
Yep.
Perfect. Amount paid. Perfect. Okay. So it's also cosmetic right now. Details. Lending. Okay.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
also cosmetic right now, not to show this date, which is 01/01/01, 2001, right?
Yep.
Okay. And this is into where it is. It's into index.
Into index controller, yeah.
Yeah.
In landing.
Yeah.
So task landing create landing create
It should be
landing.
in index, not the controller. We're looking for the index view.
Oh, index view, not in the controller.
Yeah. Right now, see, I want with you right now. What we are doing is agile software development. You're typing. I'm suggesting. After that, we switch points. We switch our places. After that, I will be typing. You give me suggestions. We discuss what we are doing. This is
Yeah.
called agile software development. This is part of the
Yeah.
agile software development. Team building. Okay, so not as team building. I don't know the proper word. I will remember the proper word.
So here in
Okay,
index, yeah.
here. Okay, so we have some logic to do here, or maybe we can do it into the controller. No,
Is it
here.
not this one? Return date, yeah.
Yeah,
TH.
return dot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Display name. So what we could do? No. Don't comment out. No. Don't comment out. We want to see the return dates, but we don't want to show the user actually return date when the return date is blah 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 blah. So we can put here if statement. Just
Okay.
in the th, go in the th on line 18.
Uh-huh.
Put at sign. Yeah. If tap. Okay, perfect. So right now let's check model return date equals if
If model dot return, sorry, this should be with small.
I'm not sure.
Model dot, why is
No,
getting,
it's capital. Don't you worry. Listen, now when you turn to the model, it's a capital, but you're looking at the lambda. See,
yeah.
lambdas down,
Yeah. It's just to
it's
make
a
it,
formal, it's a formal parameter. So that's why they name it model. It's a formal parameter. They call it they call it model. You can call it as you want.
yeah, I can call it just M.
Yeah, if you
Yeah,
like, you
yeah.
can call it just M.
I know,
As soon
yeah, but
as you change the M in the right hand side after the arrow, that's fine. But when
yeah,
you turn to the model, actually, but wait a second. There should be a for loop here. Can you go? Wait a second. This is the t hat. We don't need it here. Remove all this.
okay.
Undo all these changes. We are in the header right now.
Mm-hmm.
Right now. So we don't need that. Go
So
down.
it should be here for
Should
each
be here,
variety.
exactly, in the
Yeah,
item. So now, in the line, where is the return date? Find it.
it's yeah.
You find it. No, this is the landing date or return date. Yeah, return
Yeah,
date.
it's
Yeah,
return.
perfect.
So
Return date.
at if item no
Exactly.
if
If item.
model
If item.
item
If item.
if item dot return date
equals return
equals
date. No, it's not like that. Now return date should have now we have to see in the datetime. This is object oriented. Yeah, exactly. Compare or something. Let's look at for such thing.
compared to.
Let's make a search in Google. Make a search in Google. This is the place we have to make a search in Google.
Okay, what we have to search for?
How to compare date in C# or .NET.
Compare date with today in ASP.NET.
Not with today. How to compare two dates using ASP.NET code. Datetime, compare datetime method.
But
Yeah.
what we're gonna do, like, can you? Because I don't know
Listen,
what I'm doing at the
this
moment.
is what I have in mind. We will compare the date. If the date is 1st of January 1971 or whatever it
No, it's
is,
2001. Yeah, it's 2001. Yeah.
2001, then we will say not returned because the book has been returned, hasn't been
Uh,
returned.
okay. So datetime.
Look at here,
Datetime
and
dot compare. Yeah. So datetime dot compare.
but we need a string to compare with the.
Can we put it in string? Like,
Yeah, we have to figure out how to compare two dates. One of them we have it saved from the database. Another one we want to type it.
return date
Yeah,
dot
return date compare.
compare to.
Compare to, and here, let's see the hints which actually Visual Studio gives us.
Compares the value of this instance to a specific datetime value and return
Exactly, this is what we
integer.
want. Now we have to figure out the, see, now the format is 2001-01-01. Put it
So
as a string, compare to, put it as a
yeah,
string. We'll
yeah,
try and see if it works, fine. If doesn't, fine. It doesn't seem to work.
yeah.
Yeah. Remove the open and closing braces. Okay. Only open brace, and let's see the help. See, compare to, when you type compare to an open brace after two, go at the end where the two is, where the O is.
Where here.
Exactly at the end.
But it's saying compared to, and then you need to have like two open brackets. One is that datetime value. Oh no, the other one is overload.
Now I
So
want to see all the overloads. The overloads you can see by,
so
yeah,
we can see
open.
like
Yeah. No,
datetime.
you're very quick. Yeah, daytime.
Yeah,
Just remove the brackets and the daytime which you type. I just want to show you something. No. Remove it.
okay.
Okay. Now open bracket. Only open bracket.
Item.
Uh,
Yeah, I understand.
no. Okay, whatever. Let's go to Google.
Where I come from is like we
How
have
to
we have
compare? How to
we
compare
have
date with
like
a
date.
specific date?
Yeah, they just say date time and do the value, and that's how you compare. Like if you say date time and you give them the value compared to, and if I say date time and I give them value, which is like 00.
No. It's not gonna work like that. See, okay, compare daytime. Now this is a constructor. Compare to, you have to say new daytime inside. If it that, I don't see very well what you see, so that's why we have a little bit problem. But the hints I don't see. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
The hints, they don't get zoomed in. So
Uh-huh.
what does it say? I count on you.
We
So
say represents an instant in time, typically
no.
expressed as a
Right
date.
now it gives you the hint for daytime.
Mm-hmm.
Remove daytime. Now what is the hint which is giving you?
The hint which is giving me is compares the value of this instance to a specific date time value
But the
and
specific
returns
instance
an
is what? String
integer.
or instance of datetime?
Returns
Okay, let
zero
me let me
greater.
let
No,
me
it's not saying.
let me open my Visual Studio so I can see it better.
Yeah.
Just a second. Listen, now in this compare, you have to put, okay, open and close the braces, and inside put new date time. Okay, first, new date time. Okay, open and close it braces again, and inside of date time, give a string, I believe. You can give a string. No, 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 no.
Yeah. Like that.
Yeah, like that. Okay. And put 2001-0101. This is the most difficult to work with dates and times in
Mm,
all languages.
so we see it from the model.
Okay, see it.
It's saying like that, yeah? So it's like,
Yeah, okay.
shall we keep that form? Like, can I do like that?
Wait a second, I'm making a search right now. How to compare a date in .NET to a specific date. Datetime, compare, datetime, method sync to how to compare, blah, 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 blah. How to compare date in C# Stack Overflow, solve how to compare date with time and date without time, datetime compare method C. This is the way to do it, compare method. But we have to see the proper datetime compare. Time 1, time 2. Come on. Uh, okay. Okay, see, it's obvious that we have to give to date time that dot compare. We have to give two dates.
Yeah.
And what does it return actually? What do we get? Static in compare that time integer. Yeah, it's minus 1, 0, and yeah, less than 0. T1 is earlier than T1. Okay, so here it is, the document. I'm reading again from the documentation of C Sharp. So now it's not item return date compare blah blah blah. It should be
Yeah.
on line 40. On line 40,
Mhm.
you type date time. So we're taking the class which is a static class. It's like yeah, you can remove everything. Yeah, exactly. So date time dot
Mhm.
compare.
Mhm.
Now open and close all the braces. Inside the first is T1. Let's put our date, which is item dot return date. You got the idea. Return date, comma. Now we are sending the second parameter inside.
It's a
Now,
method
now,
inside the
yeah.
compare,
Now
yeah?
we gotta do new date time. We're creating a new date time. New date time. Date time. Open and close the braces, and inside we're gonna give the string, which is 2001, comma 1, comma 1, and the rest is 00.
Mm,
No, not a string. It's not a string. Is not a
but
string. You give first the date, the year, say 2001.
it's no, zero
No, no,
one.
no, 2001. 2001. What was the date which we were comparing? You said that it's 2001. I couldn't see it very well.
I think, but
You're not
I
sure,
mean,
probably. Doesn't matter.
yeah.
Let's
I
compare
mean,
with
let me
2001.
comment this out and
Mhm.
start the program again, so we see the.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Perfect idea.
So I think it was 0001. Yeah, yeah, it was 0001. Not even 2001.
Okay, so it's the year, first year,
Year after
whatever it is after
Christ.
the
Yeah,
after Christ. Okay,
yeah, yeah.
go
So
go
shall we?
back.
Shall I just copy like that?
Yeah, copy,
Yeah.
but
Copy.
you cannot because you have to give the formal parameters in a format: first year, second month, second date, and after that 000 for hours, minutes, and seconds.
Okay, and what was the second? Okay, okay. So I give here
001
first the
or
year,
just one.
just one,
Yeah, I guess so. Comma 11000.
comma, 1, comma, 1.
Yeah, and 000 probably. Look at the hints. I don't know. This is the most difficult and time-consuming part.
Is cannot implicitly convert type into bool. I think it's giving it
Look at the hints.
like a long. No, it's just saying cannot compare integer to bool.
No, you can remove the datetime actually there, and just not that datetime here, no, but just the braces, the open and close braces, so it give you a hint, because this is a constructor right now. Open a brace right now,
Yeah, it's
because
giving you.
datetime. Come on, what's going on here? New datetime, and first you give the year, after that you give the month, after that you give the day, hours, minutes, and seconds. This is how the new datetime should work.
Yeah.
It should give you a hint. For example, if you just put new date time, actually what it's gonna do is return the today's date, and it's gonna compare the item return date to the. This is what we have to figure out. That's it. It's that simple.
Maybe item dot return date and compare.
To what?
If it's not today, then just we're gonna return now or display now. Yeah. Maybe we don't have to give 0001. We just have to compare to something else. Maybe we have to compare.
Okay, to what?
I mean,
To check.
the
Listen,
basic idea was
I also
uh,
suspect the item return date could be a null. So we can check, for example, item dot return date equals null, because from the database it may come null. Why don't you do that? If
we may check what is in the database when we create
exactly,
like that.
exactly. Look at into the
So
database.
uh,
Open up the database and look at what do we have.
SQL. Yeah, I'm just gonna open the database and see what we got for.
Exactly. This is the most time consuming. The details, as I told you. The details take the most of the time. Open the database, see if it's null. If it's null, it's gonna solve the issue very quickly. And should be
Yeah.
null, actually. If it's null, item dot return equals null, and that's it. What is it?
Maybe in the wrong database.
Mhm.
Oh, because this is yeah, this maybe a table. No.
This is the most time consuming part of our job as developers.
How I can refresh, because I like what I did is I copy the
Look at the
whole.
connection string in your application JSON file to see what's the name of the database.
Where I can see that.
In the JSON file, in the application JSON, down, the third file from the bottom. Look at the
LocalDB,
database.
MS SQL, LocalDB database, SP. Okay.
Database
85.
ASP.NET dash library management,
Okay.
blah 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 blah. Okay, go back and find the database.
This one.
Okay, and open up the table. Click with the right mouse button and say, show me the first 1000 or whatever.
Yeah, but it's showing just one. It's not showing the rest. It's not updated.
Oh, We have so many records there. What's wrong here?
Yeah. Maybe this is different. I don't know.
We gotta find the database. That's it. This is the part of
I
the,
can check. I can check from date, like inside the Visual Studio.
yeah,
No.
check from the inside of the Visual Studio. Go and say visual, no, go on view and say Object Explorer. But it's gonna show
View.
you again the databases anyway. No, we need to
Yeah.
look at from the database. We have to find the proper database. We have to find the proper table.
But how I can update the database? Oh, I can update manually. Yeah.
Why should you update the database? Uh, let's comment out what we have done in the view. Let's comment out what we have done in the view
Mm.
because we'll have errors otherwise.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very annoying, but this is the okay. Comment out, save it. What is that? Ah, okay, we don't have errors anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so let's find the proper database. Let's find the proper table. Because if you go to the landing right now, do we have many landings or how many landings do we have? Do we have
I'm
only
gonna
one?
show you now.
Yeah, let's check this.
So I have
How many landings?
6 landings at the
Okay,
minute.
so
Yeah.
let's find the data table which contains these 6 landings.
Okay.
Mhm.
How?
I don't know. You know
So
which is the name
I
of the
say
database. Click
from
here.
ASP.JSON settings, yeah,
Yeah,
and this is the
database is
connection
called
string.
ASP blah 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 blah.
Yeah,
This
can I just search for that database or
ASP.NET. No, you have to find it in the either SSMS or here. Yeah, you run.
okay, maybe I have to do a new connection.
No. What is the server you connected to? I don't see very well. It's not seen on the because you're on high resolution.
Server, local DB,
Okay.
MS SQL local DB.
Okay, go back to the SSMS.
Yeah, local DB, MS SQL local DB.
Okay, you're there.
It's same.
Hmm. Okay, click on the databases. Let's find the databases.
Okay. So databases.
Look the database and make sure that you're working on the proper one. I think it's the second from the bottom.
Yeah, it is, but the problem is I copy the program. Let me explain you. Maybe this is gonna solve the problem. So first of all, when I create the program, I have it in my users, George, source,
Hmm.
repos,
It doesn't
lab
matter. It
information
doesn't
here.
matter. The
Yeah,
connection string always connects to the very
but
same database.
then I copied,
Hmm.
the folder
Hmm.
and put it in college application
It
development
doesn't
here,
matter. This
and
is
I
not.
started from here.
No, it doesn't matter. It's not going to change the name of the database. The name of the database remains the same and it's going to still connect to the very same database. You can have 10,000 copies of the same application. It's going to
I
use
got
the,
it.
the, the
Yeah,
very
same
same database.
database. It's gonna use same database. Yeah, yeah.
Because of the connection string. So that's it.
Yes,
So
yes,
let's go to
yes.
the SMS back or whatever you're using.
Yep,
Hmm. Okay. Let's show the tables.
yep.
Listen, you. By the way, you always have to keep the SMS open because those are the two tools. Either you open the Object Explorer in Visual Studio, or either you use SMS. You always have to be aware what is going on in the database.
Hmm.
Okay, so now what is the table? The table is called db.landings, probably.
Yeah, DBO dot landings. Yeah,
Click with the right mouse button and choose to see all the records. Select first 1000 or whatever.
that's it. Just one.
That's impossible. So we are not on the right place. This is part of our job as developers to find our shit. Where is our shit? Now, where
Hmm.
did we put the things? Let's find the database with the records. We
Hmm.
It's not possible to see the records in the browser, and we don't see them in the here in the
What about if I have to just update now because or
no.
is it
Listen,
updating automatically every time when I build the program?
when you build a program, no, it's not recreating the database.
Ah, it's when, yeah, it's updating when I when I press create or yeah.
Mhm. No, we just have to find the proper database and the table. And unfortunately, I don't see very well the screen because you're in a bigger resolution. Okay, so look now. I don't see it in the SMS. The database is called aspdb.asp.net dash blah 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 blah. So find
Yep.
this database.
So this is DEE B2
Compare again.
2022 A.
This is the database. I believe
Yeah,
this is the date.
EAE 0B22A
Mhm. So
0
it
B2
must be this one.
EF63
No,
EF63
no, no. If the first one.
4CB6 4CB6
Do you have
A
something similar there?
A I don't know 769
No, you don't have
7.
to compare up to the last digit. Anyway, last.
Yeah. It's same to the last digit. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So this is the database. Open it up. Open the database. Open the table. Otherwise I should
Yeah.
believe in the aliens. You know
Tables. Yeah.
what's wrong? You either open the wrong table or what? Um, Switch your resolution to 720, please,
Okay.
so I can see your screen as well. You'll have less real estate, but
That's fine.
mhm. Yeah. Click here and switch it to 720. Go down to 720. Yeah, this one. Keep changes. Okay, now I can see it. Go back. Okay, now let me see. ISP library management. You have three library managements. 16 blah 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 blah, as I can see.
This is the old ones which we created and delete before.
Okay. And now, I don't know, we have to figure out what is wrong. Maybe the connection string or something. Uh, but I don't see. Okay, so books, lending. Click on the right click lending and select top 1000 record rows. See, developers are not geniuses. They are the guys which know where to put their toothbrush and paste in the proper places. Those are organized people. This is we have to do. As you can see, it's not coding like idiots. It's finding our shit together. So there is something wrong. Return date 2020. That's not possible. Just refresh, just to make sure. But I'm pretty sure. Okay, click on this in this circle, which is refresh now. No, click here. Yeah, there, to the left, a little bit to the left. There is one blue semicircle like this one. Yeah. Refresh.
Let me disconnect
That's not
and
possible.
connect again.
That's simple, not possible. No, you don't have too many choices. You have only one. No, no, it's us. It's us. Usually, it's us. We're the idiots which stay in front of the computer and cannot find our shit together. That's it. It's not the computer. The computer does whatever we say. So
Tables, lending, select.
only one
So
record? Christ, I don't believe that. Okay, check another libraries. Let's see where. Check another databases with libraries.
okay, book categories. We got it. Business, healthcare, computing.
How come the landing is not there? We have six landings or something. I don't remember how many.
Yeah, but you see the business, healthcare, and computing, we didn't have it anywhere else in any other program, yeah?
How?
And we don't even have in the other, let's say this one,
Okay,
we
check
don't have
each one of them. Check each one of them.
yeah, we don't have lending, yeah? That's our premature programs which we've done in first place, yeah? Lend, customer, which are not
Check another
next.
database. I wouldn't be
Next one
surprised.
is only student. Well, next one, tables. This one looks more like, yeah,
Yeah,
maybe
okay.
here.
Check here.
Uh,
How come? Here we
Yeah.
go. Here we go. So we are connected to this database.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
come?
Yeah.
How come we are connected to this database?
I don't know.
What did you change?
It's different names and stuff. I don't know. I didn't change anything on the
Oh,
into
okay. It's
the
not null. It's not look. It's not null. It's 001 0100. So you can copy this string if you like because this is exactly the format.
this one. Yeah.
Yeah. Or just keep it. Just answer the question how it's possible to be connected to this database. I don't understand this.
I don't know. Aliens.
No, aliens. Yeah, we have to figure out that. I hate when I cannot figure out something. Just let me go to the bathroom just for a second. It's funny.
Okay.
Okay, we're the idiots, not the computer.
Probably.
We're the idiots. Wait a second, just a second. Be right back.
Okay.
Hey, George.
Hi.
It's fun.
I figure out how happened. So when I publish to Azure,
Mm-hmm.
it configure SQL Server database, and if I click Edit dependency here, I can see. So let me start from the beginning. So when I see the connected
The connection string.
services here,
Uh-huh.
when I click to edit, it say connection string value, which is here.
Ah.
And this change when I publish the application is if I delete now the publish, it might go back to the other one, which is in
No, no,
JSON.
no, don't do it.
Yeah,
Don't
but
do
at
it.
the minute is that one.
Okay, let's
Yep,
keep this database. Let's keep in mind
yep,
that this is the database. So
yep,
we solved the issue. You solve it. Okay, perfect. So listen, one of the most difficult things in the development is working with dates and times. This is very, very annoying, time-consuming bullshit. So we gotta solve this as well when we calculate how much the people owe us. We also have to
yep.
compare the dates and all this kind of stuff. So we have to master this. Right now, DateTime.Compare. Uh, let's go back to the code. We saw it. It's not null. It's 00, blah, 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 blah. Okay.
Okay, so I copy it from here now.
No, it's not necessary actually. We have to figure out how to enter this date in the datetime right now and compare. That's it. That's all. Let's go back to the code. Let's go. We saw it.
Mhm.
It's the first year, first month, first day, 0 time, 0 hour, 0 minutes, 0 seconds, right? Isn't it? I remember this one. Okay, so let's go back to the code. Now I see it now. You don't have to zoom it, but you don't
Yeah,
have too much real estate. Yeah, you don't have
it's
too
fine.
much real estate right now. And this is the price we pay for these records, because otherwise in full HD the record becomes very very big. Okay, so we're in the index. We have to go back to the index.
Yeah, it's here.
Okay, now of course we have to make a search. Date time compare. And of course, date time, when we compare date time, is give us error right now, because date time would return, if you look at the document which I sent you, is going to return integer. It's either minus 0 or plus 1. So depends on which date, T1, the first parameter, item return date, or the second one is later or sooner than the second one. So go read the documentation. So we have to compare whatever
Yeah,
DateTime.Compare returns with
yeah,
0, -1, or whatever. So
yeah. So I see it here in the hint, like 0, T1 is the same as T2. So if return,
if they're equal,
let
but we are not looking for that. We're
yeah,
looking for the return date to be how to say that,
later than T2.
later
T1,
to
T1, yes.
and zero and greater than 0 if T1 is later. So we have to compare with greater than 0. Greater than 0, we have to say, what do we have to say, for Christ's sake?
If return date is greater than 0,
Okay, so we have to put greater than 0. We will fix that. We'll change the arrow, not the arrow, but the, yeah, there. Click
so what
there.
shall I do?
Put bigger than after date time. Let's first fix this problem, because it's very annoying. Yeah, put here greater than 0. Put greater than 0.
Where? In the
There, where
brace?
the cursor is. No, no, no. Don't think about daytime right now. Just close again the brace.
Mm-hmm.
Close again the brace. Closing brace
I did. Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah.
again. Okay, now say bigger than 0, greater than 0.
Here.
Yeah,
Where?
here, greater than 0, greater than 0. Okay, so that's it. Now we have to fix only date time. So that's fix the problem. Just put spaces between greater and 0 so it looks better. Yeah, like that. Okay. So now what we are comparing is the return date with the today date, right?
Return date.
Yeah,
Yes,
just
yes, yes.
meditate a second and try to understand. If you look at the document which I sent you, it's date compare time. Yeah, open this one. Scroll down a little bit. Look, you have as a first formal parameter datetime T1, as a second datetime T2, right? We have to figure this out. And returns integer. Do you see that?
Returns. Yes, yes. And return. Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
It's crystal clear right now, because we're going to use it a lot. So we have to master this right now.
So this is like on the daytime. This is you're entering that T1 and T2 and you compare them, and the method return 0, -1, or
1.
+1,
Yeah, plus
for
1.
example. Yeah, yeah,
Something like that. Greater than 0, lesser than 0. That's it.
yeah.
We'll figure this out. Now, the second problem to solve is how to tell the date time, a certain date. Set, you can make a search, because right now it's going to return the today's date. The second,
So we can just can we just paste
no, no,
here
no,
and
no, no,
make
no, 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 there. Don't
daytime
touch
dot
it. Don't
none?
touch it there. Don't touch it there.
Okay,
Look,
okay,
where you have to concentrate in the second date, new date time. Look at line 40. Concentrate only on line 40, right?
okay.
So now what we are doing is we're calling DateTime.Compare, and after that we are giving the return date, and we have to compare it with one date, and which is going to be this date. In this case, it's going to be the first date, the first year, the first month, the first blah 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 blah. So in date time, actually put 1,1,1,0,0,0. Date time. When you're creating date time, look, it gives you a hint. It gives you a hint. There are 11 overloads. Look at in the daytime, there are 11 overloads. You can see them.
How to see them? Just
Remove,
open.
yeah, exactly like that. Or look at the, where are the overloads? Why it's not giving you the overloads? I don't understand that. Why your Visual Studio is not giving you the overloads? Remove again one of the braces. To the remove. See,
because it's like when you remove one of the braces, is
remove the
forming
second one then.
a new braces, like.
Okay, remove this one.
So we
Open.
have to do it
Yeah.
like that, yeah.
And here we go. Here we go. Look at this.
Yeah.
Long ticks. Okay, we don't want that. Date
Daytime.
time. Okay. Look, look, look. It gives you.
Int year, int month, int day.
Do that. Do that.
So
Integer. 1, comma.
so
1,
just
comma. 1,
0,
comma. That's it. The first
1,
year. First
comma,
month.
1, comma,
1.
1.
Close the
Then I
braces. 2 braces.
close.
Perfect. It's giving you errors.
No,
No,
no, no.
not anymore. That's it. That's it. Now, you saying this. Do you know what? Right now, as a result of the comparison, if it's 0, that means the return date and first year, first month, first blah, 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 they're equals. Then we can type here, not returned. The book is not returned, right?
Yeah, but how we gonna write it in our HTML?
You just type it as a code here.
Where? Here.
Yeah, here. Put again the
Return.
at. Put again. Put no 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 no. Put at.
Yeah.
Okay. No
HTML.
no no. Wait a second. Uh, wait a second. Wait a second. Oh, I have a mental block right now. just put. It's
Yeah,
gonna give
let me
us
just
error. It's gonna give
read
us error
something.
anyway. So
So
no, that's fine. That's fine. Go back. Go back to
you
the code.
want,
Go back to the code.
okay.
Go back to the code. Go back to the code.
Uh,
Yeah. Instead of putting
because I
this,
have feeling we were wrong with this one,
yeah, we
but
have
we
to
can solve
equal. We have to equal right now. Put equal.
it.
Equal. 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 Again equal. Okay. Perfect. So in case that it's equal, we will just type a plain text, just without this at whatever. Just type a plain text,
Mhm.
not returned.
Like that.
Yeah, not returned. Oh, I have the bad feeling, but whatever it is. Uh, put at in the beginning. Put at in the beginning. Christ, what's going on here? Uh,
But I want to ask question.
yeah, yeah, of course.
What is that TD?
That's TD means
To display or
column.
something?
This means a column, the next column.
Okay.
So TR means the row, and TD their container, and they show you the.
But then we maybe have to put like H2 and
No, it's not that. Wait a second.
okay.
Oh Christ, man, that's impossible. That's absolutely. I have a mental block right now. Okay, 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 okay. Uh,
Should we just Google it.
No, no,
So
no, no. It's so that should be natural. Remove this thing there.
mhm.
Display for HTML. Wow. Wait a second. Scroll down a little bit, or up, or
Yeah,
whatever.
but then I think
Else,
we
we
should look
also
for
have.
this one.
Listen, listen. We have to have else as well here. Put else.
If
Put else.
else.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
put the line 48 into the else.
Okay.
Thank you. And that's it. Okay. Now, okay, right now we are not gonna type anything, but I want to type not return. Okay, save it and let's see if it works. Now for the books which are not returned, we're not gonna type anything right now. It's gonna be empty. Just click on the landing and voila, we have it. Look, return date. We should be typing here not
Oh,
return. Do you get the idea now?
yeah, yeah.
Okay. Um, uh,
I prefer to be empty, to be honest.
okay, let's leave it empty then.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
the problem solved. That's absolutely stupid. I have a mental block right now. I just in the razor, I cannot type a text. That's absolutely idiot. Okay, I'm curious. No, I'm not gonna let this go right now. Open Google, open Google it.
Okay.
Just type razor page, razor. Just type razor.
Mhm.
How to
Radar syntax.
uh,
How to
how
display
to display a simple
display text.
text. Yeah, exactly. Razor syntax tutorials.
HTML dot display text.
Here we go.
H.
They have the very same display text. Here we go. Wait a second. This is the question. Probably it's not the okay. Not return. Oh my god. No. There should be a simpler solution. That's very stupid.
No.
No. Yeah, of course. Go back. You didn't read it to the end. This is the question.
Yeah,
Look
this
at
is
the
the
answer.
question.
Look at the answer. Ah,
Use or text dot text. So he said
text. Okay, use
this
text
one.
or this one. Whatever we prefer. Okay, use this one. Oh my
But what is
god,
that
I don't
C?
believe that.
I
Just
got it. Yeah.
yeah.
So you just use this one and C is the text.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and type the text. Yeah, exactly.
Not
Return.
uh,
Okay, save it. Christ, man.
wow, this is a good learning for me.
Yeah, Christ, I have a mental block. Not
That's it.
return.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, that's it. So this problem is solved. Now, the most important is we learn how to compare dates because we will need this definitely. We definitely will need that.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we'll work only on the landing. This is the
Mhm.
business logic. Okay, now what else do we need? Now, when we return books, we actually put the date, right?
Yeah.
But when we show, uh, there is one business rule. Each user cannot lend more than 5 books at the same time, right?
Mm. So we're gonna put
No,
in create new.
no. We have to think about how to solve this issue right now. So
We're just gonna
in create, probably
roll.
put a warning or not allow the user to
Can
create.
we just like uh can we just for loop into the database and see if this guy have
Yeah, this is possible solution, but it's too slow, and you have to answer this question for each one of the guys. So, uh, hmm. Okay, we have to
okay,
solve this issue. Not more than 5 books, and the second issue is overdue. For example, we have 5 weeks, or I don't remember how. Let's implement this with the 5 books, not 5 books, but if you overdo, not overdo, but
Okay.
whatever it is. So we will
Mm-hmm.
need another column which we have to calculate actually into the controller and check if somebody has lended the book, but he kept the book over time. So we have to
Mm-hmm.
calculate how much money do we charge him, right? So
Yeah.
this is something which we can implement as a service, actually, as a service, and you
Mhm.
can make the unit tests of this service. What about that?
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. This thing is difficult, and we have to think about it, and we have to create it. So let's do it into the controller, and after that we'll see the tests, how we're going to implement the tests. Mm, so now we have to show us another column, I would imagine. I'm thinking loudly right now. Just think with me. Let's go back to the interface. So let's figure out what is the proper place to put this to this thing. Landing.
So if we make another column, something like days, uh,
We probably will need two columns. One of them is landed books, which shows how many books actually every one of the users have landed,
yep,
which is a
yeah,
very good thing. And we'll need another column which shows how much money they owe.
yeah, yeah,
Mm,
correct, yeah.
what about that?
Or maybe like
Oh,
how many books are landed and books delayed.
yeah, books
Or
delayed and the amount. Yeah, books delayed, exactly. So we may need two, three columns more, right? So
yeah,
let's
we're
solve.
gonna have enough space for it, or
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Of course. Don't you worry about it. So we definitely need um, more columns here, right?
how we do the columns? HD.
The columns.
Yeah, yeah, like
Yeah,
here. We
I will
can do
show
it with
you.
TD.
With
Yeah,
DD. Exactly, exactly.
yeah.
With TD.
Okay.
You can stop it.
So
Okay, let's go on the headers because we're gonna create this manually, and after that we'll
yeah.
do.
So TH, this one,
Yeah,
I just copy this one, yeah,
yeah.
for instance.
Copy for
I
instance this
copy
one.
and I put it after
Let's find the proper
return,
place.
after return.
After return date, do you want to be there? Uh, let's look at again the interface. Just switch to the browser and find the proper place. Hmm. Who's that? Hey George, sorry about that.
Okay, no worries.
My youngest son actually turned the power off
Okay.
of the router of the entire apartment. Not the entire apartment. Oh my god.
Okay,
Children.
so
What okay.
I was thinking, meanwhile, I was thinking, can you see me? No?
Wait a second. Wait a
Yeah,
second. Wait a second. Share the screen, yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what I was thinking is like
Yeah.
we have a lending process, yeah, and we have the book which at the minute he read, yeah. So like the I might be wrong, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but when we say lending return and we're gonna have like all at least all the way down, it might be thousands of users and
Yeah,
books over
that's why
time.
we're gonna do pagination. We're gonna do filtration and sorting. Don't you worry about that. I'm thinking
All
about
right, okay,
it.
that's fine.
Don't
So
you worry
so
about that.
yeah, so I think after book we can put like book rented and books overdue.
Books
Or
rented. Yeah, okay, okay. Put it after the book. Okay, put it after the book. It's gonna be integer anyway, right?
I mean we can change later on and
Mm-hmm,
stuff
mm-hmm.
like that, but we know the way
Yeah, of course.
actually. Yeah.
Now we're
So
inventing things. Now we are not relying anymore on Visual Studio. This is our job as developers. To find
so
the
after
interface. Onto the book. We decided after the book, okay?
yeah,
Put
so
and
I'm gonna
remove this. Remove it and just put a text. Plain text. Just remove it and put no without this at in the beginning. Just remove the entire line 28. Yeah, right there. Okay. And remove this at. Remove. Okay. Now, this is plain HTML. Now, Razor is not going to help us to create HTML. Here you can type a plain text. Just say book rented. Book number of books rented or book rented. Rented.
but so I put it in
No, no, no. It's
some
not necessary.
markup,
Just a
no?
text. Just a plain text.
Books
Rented.
rented.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
it. Now we gotta go down in the loop,
and implement it, yeah.
yeah, and put another TD after the
TD.
book's
Yeah.
title. Yeah, after the book title, just type TD and close it again. This is at the same time we're learning HTML. TD. Okay, hit enter and put one number. It doesn't matter what. Put one number. It's gonna be a static right now. It's not gonna be dynamic. Just to mark the place, right?
Just to see
Yeah,
if
just
it's
to see
working.
if it's working. Yeah, and it's the proper place and there are no errors, mistakes, whatever.
So lending,
Landings, and here we
books
go.
rented.
Books rented, one book. Okay, so the guy has rented one book. We are
Hmm.
planning actually to put another column, right? Which is
Hmm.
amount old, owned, amount owed, something like that, right?
Mm, yes, to implement the logic for 50p per day.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And we have
Okay.
another column which says amount paid. Do you see? Probably we should put it before the amount paid. Do you understand?
Okay.
So in a
Yeah, yeah,
glance,
yeah,
you
yeah.
can see the amount which they owe, and the checkbox actually determines who has paid his penalty. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's it. Okay,
So
uh,
after return date.
just to mock up the interface, and see how it looks.
Yeah.
Again, you know
TH.
how to do it. You know the drill. Th enter
And then I put just
amount
amount
old.
owned.
Yeah.
Amount owned.
See how should be written. I don't know.
Yeah, and now we do
The
the
same thing here.
yeah, just to see how it looks.
Yeah, and you can put 0 as a default. TD.
TD
We are marking the interface right now.
zero.
Put 0. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
it.
I don't know nothing about HTML. I'm learning in
Yeah.
by doing
Learning
at
by
the
doing.
minute.
Yeah,
Yeah.
perfect. This is the perfect way to learn HTML. Okay, so that's it. Click there. Do we like it?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
think it's
It's much
okay.
better.
I think it's okay. If it's a bigger screen, you'll see it in one line, so you won't see a
Yeah.
problem.
I mean, the screen gonna mostly look like this one.
Yeah, everything is gonna
So
be on one line. Something
yeah,
like that. Anyway, you don't have to worry about that. The Bootstrap is taking care of that. Okay, so clean code. Okay. Now, how we're gonna calculate how many books each one of the user has rented? Okay.
We're gonna for loop either here
Um,
in the we're gonna for loop into the database for the name, for
uh,
member full name.
we have a problem here. Actually, do you remember that in database you probably learned a command group? You could group the selected rows. For example, with one single command in a database, you will be able to group and answer this question. And I will point you to the right direction. Go to the
Hello?
docs, go to the docs. I'm going to show you the example.
To docs, yeah?
Yeah, go to the
Yeah.
docs, but not here, of course. You can keep, by the way, this open and send me the link. I have the link to this one because I'm gonna put this under the video. All the materials we have used, I want to put under the video, right? Because sooner or later you're gonna forget about this compare method, and you will go back and you will look at and you will find it immediately under the video because you will
Yeah.
remember that we struggle with the dates here.
Well, I'm just gonna use as I always do. For example, Nate Barbettini, I've used that annotation on top for authorization, and it was just I just opened the application and I see how we use it, and I use it again. So
Yeah,
this is gonna
exactly.
be what I'm gonna copy later on
Exactly.
when I need it. Yeah.
Exactly. This code is your repository. No wonder it's called repository because we find the precious coins and diamonds all over the place, and you put them into your repository, into your chest, treasure chest. And this application is your treasure chest. And that's why they want you, when they hire you, they want you to show that what you have done. This is your treasure chest. You have dealt with the dates, you have dealt with the currencies. Actually, dealing with currencies as well is very difficult. Just think about that. For example, UK user wants to see this in pounds, but a Canadian user wants to see this in Canadian dollars. You Americans want to see this in Americans. So this is called localization and translation of the application. This is another concern for another day, but
Yeah.
it's very, very important. So dealing with all these things, dates, localization, translation, it's a difficult task. But as you can see, we found the compare, and that's it.
Do you do you think this application is not the biggest the scope I see? It's not the hardest one you can do, but do you think it's a good portfolio to
Yes, absolutely,
maybe look
absolutely,
for job?
absolutely,
Some,
yes,
yeah,
absolutely. It's not big enough, but this application actually
works.
demonstrates all the concepts, the programming. That's it. So
Okay.
now let's go to the documentation, and you will
Hmm.
find how it's done. Open
So
another tab.
oops.
Go docs, blah, blah, documentation, ISP.NET, you know the drill. Okay, click somewhere, go to the tutorials, open the tutorials, go to the data access, use, yeah, go to the, see how you're gonna do sort, filter, page, and grouping? Click
Yep.
there, click
Yep.
there, click there. Scroll down to the bottom, to the bottom. Right now we're picking this jewelry or diamonds from the docs, but after that you're gonna pick this from your own code. Scroll down to the bottom, scroll to the bottom. Now you're gonna see how grouping is done, and it's gonna answer your questions. How many books actually the user has been taking? Okay, a little bit up, somewhere here, grouping. Scroll down, create an about page. Yeah, create an about page. Yeah, should be. This is how our application is gonna look. We'll have sort. Look.
Well,
No, down a little bit down. Scroll a little bit down. Here, look. Find by name. So you should be able to find a book by name.
yeah, yeah. I see
You
it.
should
Yeah.
be able
Fine,
to
fine.
find by name of the user. You should be able to paginate. Do you understand? Also, look at the last name and the first name, how they're blue, which means you can sort. You can order
Mhm.
them by name. You can order them ascending, descending by name, by the title of the book. So you don't actually need a separate controller or action. You can do this on all these things here.
Okay.
Okay, so we're back now. What way we were? Okay, so HTML display mode. I cannot recall what do we have to do right now.
So what we've done, we done some tables here,
Okay, 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 okay.
and
Go
now
go
we
to
have
the
to
docs. Go to
implement.
the docs and see how grouping is done, so we can answer the question how many books actually. If it's necessary, we will make it in another action. But I would like to see here the books, the number of books which each user has.
Okay. So
So
now,
look at down, grouping. Look somewhere grouping down. Scroll down, but slowly. Down, down, down. Go to the bottom,
down.
but slowly. But slowly. No, you passed it. Create about view. Go up. Modify the whole. Create a view model. Uh, create about page. Wait a second here.
Yep.
For the Contoso University website about page, you will display how many students have enrolled. Exactly, this is what we need. See, for Contoso University, we have enrollments, courses, and students. So each student can enroll in many courses, right?
Mm-hmm.
You find the analogy here. Each customer
Can
can
learn many.
lend many books, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And now, with this part of the tutorial, they'll show us, you will display how many students have enrolled for each enrollment date, right? It's similar. It's kind of similar. So we have to see how it's done. We have to read down and implement it. Okay, create a view model, create a view model, create a school view model, blah, 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 blah. Okay, that's not important for us. Scroll a little bit down, modify the home controller. Okay, okay. Continue scrolling down and about stay here right now. Okay, look now. iCurable. This is the most important. We have to figure out how to do it for ourselves. Now, iCurable enrollment date group. Do you see this? Okay,
Yep.
data equals. We'll figure out how to do it for our case, but the most important is here how the grouping is done. This is the part of the tutorial which demonstrates how the grouping is done. Because right now, what we have to do is exactly this. We have to do grouping. We have to answer the question, how many books, how many records in lending table each one of the students each one of the customers has. But it's more complex because we have to answer the question not only how many books they have lended, because they could have lent hundreds of books throughout the years, right?
Yep.
But we're interested in how many books with a return date, which is first year, first month, first day, right? Which
Yep.
are not returned. So in other words, we're caring about we care about how many records in the lending table do we have in which return date is empty. They haven't returned because they allow it to get not more than 5 books, right?
Yep.
Let's figure out right now the query from here. Look, they use here so-called LINQ. That's language internal query, which allows you to query selections. And I will give you an example. Do you
Of
know
the
what LINQ
database.
is? Do you know what LINQ is?
No.
Okay, I'll explain you. So imagine you have a collection. For
Yep.
example, you have a list. It's a data structure. List, or you have array. Let's say array, right?
Yep. Yep.
Array of students. Imagine
Mm-hmm.
an array of students. Now you're asking yourself, how many students names actually starts with A? So what do you have to do? You have to do a loop, right? Coding.
Yeah.
You have to do a loop, and you have to figure out how many students' name starts with A, and you have to return this. This is filtering, right?
Yeah.
There are common tasks, right, like this one. For example, you have to sort the students by names, descending, ascending, and you have to do this manually, either using algorithms like Bubble or whatever, quick sort, different algorithms. All this is saved for you in C Sharp and .NET. They have something which is called language internal query, LINQ. It looks exactly like, not exactly, but it looks similar to SQL because SQL is extremely simple and easy to understand for the people. And you can do all these tasks either manually, as I told you, or you can use LINQ,
Yeah.
language internal query. Look at right now this language internal query. What it says from student, actually the SQL starts with select star, for example, from, gives the name of the table, blah, 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 right?
Yeah.
Look at here how it starts. It starts from the collection, from the data, from the table. You can think about the student,
Yeah. From
in context students. It says, what is the collection? The collection comes from context students. Do you see that?
yeah.
Okay.
But I just want to ask that iCurable is a method, and
No,
you
it's
are
not a method. iCurable is a
is
interface.
interface. Yeah, is interface, and you are that's the
We'll figure
enrollment
this
date.
out. We'll figure out this.
But what is that for us? Enrollment date group.
We'll figure this out later.
Okay.
We'll figure this out later. After that, from student,
Mm-hmm.
in context students, group
Yes.
student by student, enrollment date,
Into date group.
date
You do
group.
that date group. Yeah. You're doing that table. You create that table view.
Into date group, select
Uh,
new enrollment date group, uh, enrollment date, date group K, student count equals date group dot count. So we have to do for each of one of the students something like that. It's going to be even more complicated. So we have 1 week to think about it. So we have to query, and I want you to read this tutorial again. Not the entire tutorial, but actually you have to read the entire tutorial and implement the sort, filtering, and pagination. This is going to be for this week. And grouping.
this tutorial. Yeah.
Only this tutorial,
Yeah.
nothing
Yeah.
else. Only this,
Yeah.
sort, filter, page, and group. Because this is going to
Yeah. But
answer your
to do
question.
that, I have to come
No,
all
no,
the
no,
way.
no, no. Now. No, you're not going to do the tutorial. You read this part of the tutorial and you implement it into your application. Now comes
Oh,
the creative part. You're not a parrot anymore. Yeah, I hear the voice, the noise. Don't you worry about it. So now, this is to be a developer, to read something and implement it. Find analogy. Do you understand? This is the quantum leap.
yeah.
Okay. So now, where did you go? Yeah, here.
I'm here. I'm here.
So you gotta understand and wrap your head around this concept and put it into our application. You don't have to
Okay.
start from scratch.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is
If I
the
do that, I'll write you down. So
yeah
you can give me something else to do as well. Yeah.
yeah. This is a huge task. Actually, this is the heart of the application. After completing this, actually,
It's done.
you're done.
It's done. Yeah.
You're
Okay.
done. So
Sounds promising.
it's not only promising, it should be done, and actually you may face problems, serious problems, because I'm just giving you a direction. Now it's up to you to solve the issue.
Yep.
And do you know what? Can you zip the application and give it to me again? Because I also want to have it. If I have a time, I can also work on it, but I cannot promise that because I'm overloaded with different things. But now you got to read this tutorial, see how the pagination sorting, it's done. It's not easy. I'm not saying it's easy, but if you do that, you're done. And you do it for our case, not for Contoso University. Analogy here is close enough. You have students in Contoso University and you have courses. For courses, you can think about like books. So each student takes a book or each student takes a course, right?
Yeah. And I have another question. So,
Mhm.
so in the end, should be like I can find out by name,
You can
or
find students by names, you can
I can
find
find
books by
by name,
titles.
book who lend that book, who have that book at the minute, yeah.
Yeah,
And then I'm just gonna see it here because I want like empty, and then I have find by name, find by book.
exactly.
And then I just type the name or type the book, so that's how the return, because you're gonna
Exactly.
have hundreds or thousands of you have to scroll down and find
Mm-hmm.
it. Yeah, it's gonna be like simple. And the next one is can we, if this is done, I think our application is done 99%, and only thing which left to be done is bootstrap.
Yeah, then
Fit
the
into the
first page.
bootstrap. Is it hard? Is it hard to do it,
It's not
or
hard, but it's time consuming.
it's time consuming? Yeah.
It's extremely time consuming. You will have a lot of things to do during the Christmas time.
Then I don't. I may miss this one. Then bootstrap.
Yeah.
Because
And making a good design actually
yeah,
it takes more time than building the
they
application
cannot judge me on
on the design,
image, on the design, but they can judge me on
functionality.
yes, yes.
Exactly.
Okay.
But as I said, it's not easy. It's time consuming. It's not difficult. As you can see, everything is easy. But you just have to go to Google, search it, go back, implement it, and that's it. As we did for the dates, for example. Um, now for today we will finish. You
Okay.
know what to do right now. You can
Yeah.
implement the filtration. Actually, you don't have to start from empty. You can have 10 records because the pagination is going to give you the
I can
option.
have last 10 records, something like that.
You can have the first and last 10 records here, but you can search by name. You can search by whatever, by title of the book, and that's it.
Yeah. Name and title.
Yeah.
And I'm also I I should implement this one like
Not
no
returned is fine. Not returned is fine.
amount on.
Amount on a lot of things to do. A lot of things to do.
Yeah, I'll just start today, and I'm not gonna stop until I finish it because
Amounts you can calculate again based on the mm, again
days.
with date
Yeah.
time compare. But look at datetime object, look at datetime class. It gives you also the methods which allows you to add weeks,
Yeah,
days.
I've seen add days. I've seen
Exactly.
date time, and you have add days, so I
Hmm.
can add days
You
and
can find
compare.
differences. Yeah, you can
Yeah.
find differences in the times between these two dates.
Yeah.
So you have to calculate when the book should be returned. You compare with the return date. When the book is returned, you'll find a difference, which is in days, and you'll calculate the amount owed, right?
Yes.
And you have to do this and into this method or action, if you like, into the controller. And later on, we can move all this logic into one service, class, and method. And you can make the unit tests against this method. For example, unit tests could be you give the first date when the book has been returned. Is that? No. You give the, for example, the date when the book was landed. You give the return date, and the method gives you the amount which the user owns, right?
Yes.
Right
Yeah.
now, you can use this, you can create this method into the controller, if you like.
That's what I'm gonna do,
Yeah.
because otherwise I have to create service.
Yeah, otherwise you have to create a folder service, you have to create a class service, you have to go to the middleware and inject this class
Yeah.
into the
And
controller.
Lection. Yeah.
And we finally we can do that. We can do that. But right now, this is gonna be your unit test. Actually, you will take the controller, create one action, not action. Sorry about that. Go
Yeah.
back to your code. Go back to your code. This is my vision. Go back to your controller.
Mm-hmm.
Landing controller.
Yeah.
Okay, so scroll down at the bottom. You're gonna up your business logic, and you'll explain that in the future. This is a future work. So we are gonna here. You just create one. Let's create it. Let's actually create it. Just say private is gonna return decimal because it's gonna calculate the amount owed.
Yep.
Decimal. Call it calculate amount owed. Calculate amount owed. Open and close braces and put date time T1 or landing date. No, no,
Inside the bracket.
inside. Date
Date
time,
time. Dot.
landing date. No, no, no. This is the name.
Comma.
Start with, no, 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 comma, no, comma. Start with small l. Start with small l. Landing date. This is the date you're gonna give this method when the book has been landed, right? Fostana pagbe. Ah, sorry about that.
June.
I just
So landing date.
swear.
Landing date
Landing
is
date is a formal parameter,
yeah.
comma, date
Yeah,
time,
is a formal parameter.
date time, return date, again, small letter, return date. And this is the magical method which is gonna give you the amount which is owed. Open, close
And then yeah.
braces,
And then I'm gonna
create one decimal, amount one, decimal, amount owed, amount owed, okay? Semicolon,
semicolon.
close the state, yeah. You can
Oh, you
put
just declare.
zero, you can
You
put
just
zero.
declare.
Yeah, declare a new variable.
Never used. Yeah. Equal
Equals
to.
zero, yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
hit 2, 3 times, for example, enter. And
Yeah.
now return amount owed, but
Um,
so it's not gonna complain.
yeah. 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 Yeah.
Okay,
And
that's
now
it.
I have to. Yeah.
Save it. Now you have to implement it between the line 177 and 179.
Yeah.
Understand?
Yeah.
So it's
Calculate
understood.
money using the method in lending controller.
Okay, so that's absolutely fine. Now you, for each one of the users, actually, you can make one if, and you can see if he owes amount, and you
Yeah,
can
if
get
the
this
date
amount.
time is yeah, if the compare is by plus that 35 days, how many days is plus, and then times 50p, and that's the amount there.
Exactly, and you return the amount owed.
Yeah, yeah,
Fine. And now you're gonna. This is how you're gonna wait actually from creating a service. You're gonna put in the essay. You'll explain that right now this is a future work. We are not creating a service layer. The service layer actually is right now blended with the controllers. But
hmm
this is not a good approach. It's gonna be changed in the future. It's a future work. And here you can make a unit test right now. Unit test actually of the controller is gonna be quite difficult thing. So, uh, but we'll see. We'll see. If we have to,
I think there's like um, default unit tests from Visual Studio, which allows you to create unit tests on controllers. I've seen it once somewhere. I can't remember, but I'm gonna do the research.
yeah, you do research, and this is perfect candidate for such a unit test because you invent one date. For example, you give it in the
I can
assertion
give, yeah, I can give,
different dates, and you'll see, and you will know how much to expect, and this is how you can check if the method returns the correct value, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because you can calculate how much is the difference, Manually, you can calculate how much actually the user owes, and you will give this date to this method. You will compare with expected value. And if it's okay, that's perfect. This is a perfect candidate for unit test. And this calculate amount owed actually is going to be used everywhere in these methods. For example, you can call it from the create, you can call it from index. We will call it from index because we want to see all the amount owed directly on the glance, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we have to change. You have to change up index action. You scroll up to the top. You will see index action. You will see index action. And here, somewhere in the index section,
Sorry, it's
mhm.
task book. I think it was somewhere here. Index.
No, it's on the top. It's usually on the top. It's on the top.
Task I action. Task create. Oh,
Details. Index is,
here is index. Yeah.
yeah, here we go. So we have to make index a little bit more complicated. Not a little bit, quite more complicated.
Mm-hmm.
Because right now we say var application db context, and after that return view. What is that? Wait application context to list the sync. See? Now between these two lines we have to do quite a lot of things because we need to create probably another view model. So we are
Mm-hmm.
sending actually the data about the user, but we have to send extra data, or we can actually send this extra data differently. We have to figure this out. We have to loop over each one of the users on the landings and do these calculations.
Yeah.
So we have to think about it. Okay, what we are gonna do right now is stop the conversation. You're gonna send me zip and send me the application so I also can think
Mm-hmm.
of it. It's not quite easy. Right now it comes the difficult part. Now you have to um, implement all your knowledge which you have. I tell you where to read. And also right now we have to implement the pagination, search, and filtration. So this index actually, which is two lines right now, is going to be bloated a lot. It's going to become very big, right?
Okay. Yeah.
This is our work. We will concentrate here in lending. Of course, you
Okay.
can do filtration and search as well in the books. You can do this the same. Filtration, sort, filtration, and pagination in all the controllers.
Yeah.
Okay, George. I'm
Okay.
gonna stop recording right now.